What do you know about information on that lawyer who was involved in corruption in your husband's case?
I know a lot, you see. My husband was murdered by the police at the same city you had your problems.
Tell me more.
Me and my husband and my son was living in the city. My husband had inherited lots of money from two different people. He decided to hire a contractor business who another friend of ours recommended him.
Then what happened?
That contractor was only after my husband's money and did no repairs.
Why do you say that?
Because his other brother did not have a permit or license, so I told them no.
What happened after that?
What happened? My husband decided at first to trust him, and it ended up that he took my husband at gunpoint and forced him to write out many checkers to himself in the contractor business.
Why did you not go to the police?
Me and my husband tried at the time, but the cops would not believe us.
So what happened after that?
They kept stealing from him and he was gone days at a time.
What did you think?
I received a call saying he was going to rape me and take my husband's money.
Did you go back to the police?
Yes, I did, but the police did nothing at the time.
So what happened after that?
My husband's father came down from Sacramento, California, and he brought a banker.
What was your father-in-law after?
I am not sure, but I could tell you that same lawyer who gave you trouble with your children, he gave my family trouble as well.
Tell me more.
The father-in-law took his banker to that lawyer, and that lawyer had a meeting with the father-in-law and tried to get my husband to leave me out of the will.
Is that so?
Yes, and my husband told his father no. After that, a power of attorney was written up. That lawyer that helped steal your children from you was the same lawyer that worked for the electric company and probate court, and he was friends with the chief of the police and judge and DA, and with the religion that our former boyfriend was involved.
What do you mean?
That lawyer was involved with the church and was very involved. He was also involved with the city and a realtor business. He had a lot of pull, but he is a criminal.
What do you mean?
He had talked to the chief of police and sent a dirty cop to your home to remove your children so you would not move in with that rich man and he would forget about you. You see, it was a plot to get you out of the way. The cop could have hurt you. The DA was dirty and plot to make you look bad, and the dirty judge was in the same criminal team with the dirty lawyer.
What are you trying to do?
My husband, you see, had gone out and made a call in a payphone, and he was upset. He got in his truck and left. The police chased my husband across the bridge, and it was a police chase. Some reason my husband could not control his truck, and according to the police report, he hit a pole and passed away.
Did you try to get the evidence of the pictures of the truck and accident?
But the police did not give me any evidence. I was kicked out of my home after my husband passed away and my son left. I became homeless. The banks that my husband bank were threatened to call the police when I tried to get his bank accounts and money mark. Also, the insurance denied him ever having insurance. When I went to the police department and complained about the situation, I was sent to a mental ward by the police. The cops would put me in a police car and take me to a mental ward. I was treated very bad.
So you had no fair treatment by the police?
I was treated very bad, and I met a man and he helped me for some time, but he lived with his mother and he was disabled and I could not really stay with them but just for a short time. I spent years homeless and finally got my widow pension from the Social Security. I spent 2 years in a shelter in a transitional housing, and later I received shelter care. It was a voucher to get a place and charged me 30% of my income. I was no longer homeless after May the 11th, 1998, when my husband had passed away.
What are you doing now with your case?
Suing the bank and try to get damages for not getting my husband money. The banks had stolen my husband's money. The public administrator office have the obligation to return people's money to the state controller's office. The state controller did not have my husband's money. My husband's money disappeared. Also, another lawyer to my husband's inheritance took all his money from the property. He was supposed to only get 10% and he ran off.
What are you going to do?
He sold the gym and took off with the estate money and never gave me or my husband the 90% of the sale.
Well, you would have to hire a lawyer.
Finding a lawyer is hard with no money down. I need to represent myself for now. But I will have to wait and save some money and find a lawyer.
Where could a lawyer contact you if a lawyer was interested?
510 area code 5218312. Leave a message. For Marlene Davis. Okay, but just needs to happen that lawyer took everything and had a conspiracy.